Hi, my name is Bethay, and today I will be talking about manual restraints. This is my handler Megan and my horse Nora. There's 3 types of restraints that you can use on a horse. They are physical or manual restraints, verbal, and chemical. They can be used in conjunction with each other or alone. For example, you can use a manual restraint along with a strong verbal command. The purpose of a manual restraint is to make a horse safe while you're doing a procedure on them. So if like a veterinary procedure is uncomfortable often for the horse, and if you put a twitch on them, this can make it easier for the person to get in, do the procedure, and get out, as well as make it safer for the horse. Before you apply your restraints, you need to be aware of your surroundings. So look around your area, make sure that there's nothing that the horse can run into, no sharp objects, and you also want to have all your supplies out before you even begin to do your procedures. So this way, once you apply the twitch, you can get in there, do the procedure, and get the twitch off as soon as possible. So the first manual restraint we're going to talk about today is how to apply a chain over the nose. You're going to insert it into the left D-ring, and directly over the nose, you're going to twist it once over. Easy, girl. Through the D-ring. Good girl. And then clip it on the ring just below the eye. Good girl. So you want to be careful when you're doing this, just because you're working around the horse's face. Let them know you're there. Pet them, touch them, talk to them. When you use the chain, you never want to pull upwards, so you're going to use it down. So next we're going to apply a lip chain. So the lip chain is not to be used to lead a horse. What you can do when you're applying a lip chain is just have a normal reed rope attached to the halter, and you're going to apply this similar to how you do the chain over the nose, except you're not going to wrap it over the noseband. So we're going to stick it through the left D-ring and then have it go below the horse's nose into the right D-ring and then up and clip beneath the ring below the horse's eye. So this is used as a mild distractor. It can be quite severe if you don't use it correctly. So you never want to yank on it. This is their gums. It's very sensitive. So when you put it on, you also want to make sure that your chain is flat. And if it's twisted, it can cut up their gums. So the other alternative of this is called a lip twine. If you apply a lip twine, it's done the similar way as a lip chain, except instead of snapping below the eye, it's just tied below the eye. So to apply it, I'm going to run it through the left D-ring. Good girl. And just be careful around them. This is their face. It's a sensitive area. So just touch them. Easy. Oh. And you don't want to just yank up their lip. You're going to gently slide it in. So I'm going to let it hang down so it's out of my horse's face and clip it beneath the eye with the snap facing outwards always. You don't want this to poke their face. Good girl. Now I'm going to go back onto the side of where my handler is. So I'm going to twist my chain flat and then grasp her nose in my hand and apply it to under her lip. And you're going to pull down. Good girl. And then just release. Now I'm not pulling hard. I'm just pulling out so that there's enough tension so that it is, held into her gums. So you want to make sure and pull down and not up, because if the horse lifts his head as you're pulling up, the chain will fall out of his lips and then be ineffective. And the horse may also learn a bad habit. And so then we're going to remove the chain. Also, whenever you do this, you want to be very careful not to let the chain hit the horse's teeth, either when you're applying the chain or when you're taking it off. So next we're going to do the leg lift. This is used when your vet is going to do a procedure, anyone's going to do a procedure such as clipping, etc., on your horse's legs, and you don't want them to lift up their leg. So if you have someone working on this horse's right front leg, opposite me, I'm going to lift up this leg, and facing the back of the horse, I'm just going to lift it up and hold it, and hold it up as they're working on the opposite leg. Now, if the person is working on a hind leg, you're going to lift the leg that's on the same side as the person working with you. So, for example, this left hind leg, I'm going to lift the left forefoot. Good girl. Oh. So next we're going to do the shoulder roll. The shoulder roll is more of just a distraction for the horse, and this makes it just so they're paying attention to you instead of what the procedure is being done to them. I'm going to have my handler face the back of the horse just so she can keep an eye on everything. And I'm going to have my horse positioned near a wall so that once I grab the skin and twist, if she moves sideways, she can't just run away sideways. So to do this, you're going to take your arm and facing the head of the horse, you're just going to gently, stroke him, let him know you're here. You don't want to just attack like a tiger because that's very scary to the horses. So we're going to go along on the neck, their neck, and then just like gently grab a bunch of skin and then roll in. Good girl. Easy. Hey, sweetie. And then just rub them down, let them know you're okay here. And then be also very careful of who's around. You might want to test this out on your horse before you're doing it with your vet around, because some horses really don't like this and they're going to run sideways, just blow up. Also, the very first second you apply it, they might have a different reaction than 10 seconds later. Good girl. This can also make your hand very tired, so it needs to be used for a procedure that is really quick. So next we're going to apply a twitch. This is a wooden handled rope twitch, and they also come with chain on the end. However, this people think is more severe as it has links, and you also need to make sure when you're putting on a chain twitch that you have the chain twisting the right direction, because one direction it'll ball up and just be very uncomfortable for the horse, and you can cause a lot of damage. You want a longer twitch handle because this gives you more control. However, a twitch handle is also a weapon. So if you apply it to a horse's nose and then you release it, and like for example the horse gets excited, throws his head up in there, and you let go of the twitch, that's flopping around and it's a danger to you and your horse, and also the person working on your horse, which you always seem to be very wary of. You have about 3 to 5 minutes where the horse is in distraction phase, and then 10 to 15 minutes is the analgesic stage, which is when the endorphins are released and it's kind of a numbing sensation. And then 12 to 15 minutes is the blow stage, and this means that the pain starts to kick in and your horse is just going to go crazy with the pain. And so you need to do the procedure and get the twitch off as soon as possible. When you're applying a twitch, you want to make sure your handler is never in front of the horse. So they're going to stand to the side, and you're also going to stand to the side. This is where the horse can throw his head up, bash you. It can be very dangerous. So you also never want to tie a horse when you're doing any kind of restraint, especially twitch. So you're going to have a handler hold, and to apply the twitch, you're going to put the tips of your fingers into the loop with one finger out, and you're going to place the handle underneath your arm. So I'm going to hold my twitch underneath my arm. As I twist, I'm going to reach up with my fingers, grasp your nose in the twitch, and I'm going to quickly twist. Oh. Release, and then I'm going to untwist it. Good girl. So you can leave that on. You want to have it tight enough so that it stays. You're going to leave it on within the stage that the horse is comfortable. If you see any signs of discomfort, you need to get that off as quickly as possible. And that is how you apply manual restraints. Thank you.